I know I said that I was going to wait a little bit and let my manpower and everything recover. Well, I'm still going to do that, but I am going to spend some professionalism to get 10,000 manpower. I'm going to move the 20,000 here to Mogostan. These guys aren't really doing anything. They're protecting trade, but like I'm not collecting in Hormuz anymore. And I'm also going to move these guys pretty much to the other side of my country. To Dashdistan. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough supply limit that they can handle it. And we will go from there. And while they are moving, I want to start building a spy network to fabricate a claim on them. Well, I'm at speed 5 right now. Is that my highest maneuver general? No, I need my actual ruler there. And we'll move that guy there and this guy up here. And our cores are going to be finishing soon. Ardalan's almost done. There it goes. Malabar's accepted peace with Madurai. Okay, somebody's suffering attrition right now. Hopefully that won't be for too much longer. And they'll just move through and no longer suffer attrition. I'm going to activate these 2 forts, I think. And maybe the one in Bam as well. Because there's some stuff that's going to have to... Oh, I forgot we have revolts going on. So let's actually put our leader in charge. I mean, I kind of want him to die, and at the same time, I don't want him to die. But the next guy is just so much better, and if he dies, it's going to save me a lot of headache monarch point-wise. Okay, that's desert. I didn't attack into mountains or something. Alright, so they'll move back. We're no longer progressing towards the Peasants' War because we got our overextension down. And we don't have any unrest right now either. So let's move our general back over here. Move that other guy there. Actually would prefer him there instead. And these guys will continue to do drills. I shouldn't need them for this upcoming war. This guy is allies, and this guy should be subjects. Okay. So, once we reach 20, I'll fabricate the claim on Basra. I don't know if I've ever actually noticed that. This is the county of Basra, and this is the trade node of Basra, but the province of Basra doesn't actually have an important center of trade in it. Baghdad has it. Just an interesting thing. Most places where the I don't think Kashmir has one either, now that I think about it. I don't know. but Samarkand has one, and most of the provinces where the trade node is located tend to also have important centers of trade. And that makes sense, but the ones that don't, to me, are, I don't know, oddballs. And, well, I'll continue to drill with these guys while we build up the spy network. We're actually gaining quite a bit of money right now. Is that partially because of trade? I know I looked into it before, but what would happen if I, say, moved my merchant from here, from Persia? How much money do I lose out on by not collecting? About 1. If I collected in Hormuz, that would be... I'd lose trade power everywhere else. What happens if I sent him to transfer from Kashmir? So, if it goes up to 9-ish... No, not really profitable. Try to collect from trade. I'm just going to try, like, move stuff around to try, see what works. Stolen saffron. It appears that Yasi cannot police their own clans. A caravan carrying saffron has been ambushed by tribes in Bani Yas. The local authorities claim that they are going to handle the situation, but for now, the effect has been a sharp decrease in profit for our local traders. Trade value modifier in Darab for 10 years. Wow. Yep, better off collecting in Persia. We're at 16. Now, there's no guarantee that my plans will actually work the way I want them to. But, there is a certain gambit I'm going to try. Now our money is back up to where it was. Okay. So next month we should have it. So I will turn both of these guys back off of drilling. Have the spy network to make the claim. Recall the diplomat. And I want to... First of all, I want to embargo my rivals through my allies. I don't know if that actually helps with anything. Probably a little bit against Kar Koyunlu. Not so much against the Mamluks. Definitely not against Ming. And I want to grant Hassa a claim on Basra. And so now we have a Casus Belli against them. They're allied to Miklov, which is this little spit of land over on the western side of the Arabian Peninsula. I can take Basra as my war goal. Now, the goal is that I'm hoping that Karakul Yunlu will give them military access. And that's what I'm kind of counting on. If not, this war might be pretty bad. So... I'm looking for them to get military access, preferably through Karakul Yunlu. I didn't even think Karakul Yunlu could... They don't necessarily hate them. What are the opinions here? Basra. No, Mushasha. Probably should have looked into this before I declared the war. In all honesty. Karakul Yunlu opinion of them is modified. Okay. Alright, so there's a chance. How many... Oh, I have 10 transports, too. Okay, that might be the way to go, then. How many ships does Mushasha have? They only have 4 light, or 1 light. Okay, alright, we can do this. Just transport our troops across one at a time. Or 10 at a time, I guess. And suffer some attrition while we do it. Probably don't need all of these guys to be in here. Let's go sit in this area. And stack wiped. So let's shift consolidate. They've got just a capital fort. So we'll go in with 3 infantry and 2 cannon. As well as, yeah, I'll send my... No. Or... I want to leave these guys here for now. What are the... Okay, 18 is the supply limit there. So these guys need to be led by Babar Abu. We'll go and siege down Basra. So my goal was hopefully that Karakul Yunlu would grant, and they did. They actually did. But I forgot I had 10 transports. I thought most of my stuff was galleys, which now I'm glad I didn't build a bunch of galleys. Come on, go. Thank you. But we'll wait for this war to end. 18 supply limit. I will hold off on doing anything else for now. Actually, oh, I cannot drill my. They actually have to be in a province I own, not in an ally or in a vassal's province. All right. Already have a food shortage there. This will be a very quick war, hopefully. But my next target is going to be Hormuz, who doesn't have any allies, and we have a claim on their capital, as well as I think Hassa has some claims as well. Oh, they've got cores. Alright, I'll take it. They want out. Decline that. And next month it'll be 21% to win that. Under Islamic law, non-Muslims faced a number of restrictions on the construction of new buildings in urban centers. Their houses were not to be taller than those of the Muslims, and they were not permitted to construct new centers of worship, only to maintain those which already existed. In practice, these rules often went unenforced, but as our realm shifts further towards a legalistic interpretation of Islam, key members of the ulema are beginning to call for their stricter implementation. Enforce the letter of the law. Ulema gains loyalty. Dhimmi loses loyalty. We get Dhimmi building restrictions. Tolerance of the true faith plus 0.5. Tolerance of heathens minus 0.5. Till the end of the game. What is... Our current tolerance of heathens is already pretty much very close to being maxed out. And that's once we become the Mughals, which we will. Huh. We can basically spend legalism to lose corruption. Anyway, yeah, I'm okay with that. It'll decrease the unrest in provinces of our faith, but it will increase unrest slightly in provinces not of our faith for now. Because again, like the Mughals first, like one of their traditions, I think, or like maybe their first idea, grants another +3 tolerance of heathens. So I am perfectly fine with that. And we will have a healthy mix of heretics, heathens, and true faith in our country. We're getting quite a bit of money right now. Should I build something? It's probably a good idea. Not development. We'll build a workshop in Herat and also in Sialkot. And for now, I think... Oh, wait. A barracks might not be too bad. Sure, build it in Gore. It's controlled by the emirs. And, manpower would be good for us right now. How many ships does Hormuz have? Navies. Hormuz. Where is it? They have 21, or they have 21 force limit, 12 light ships, 4 transports. So I'm guessing they can probably pretty easily handle my entire navy. I am actually going to get rid of the barks. They're useless to me right now. And instead, build 3 galleys, I think. It's probably still not going to be enough to handle... I don't know, it might be. We can try. If it fails, we can always rebuild our navy when the time comes. 358. Sure. Getting up to 70% on the Siege of Basra. And I should have this guy here drilling this army. Right now they're just kind of sitting there doing nothing. Okay. And it's going to go to Hassa. I don't want to spend admin points right now. I'll spend Diplo points later on. Koran Shushtar. Sure. So now it's going to be a matter of waiting. What is Fergana's religion? Okay, they're Sunni. And I'm going to send these guys into port to for the time being. Fergana has come down to try to help, even though they're not really going to do anything in this war at all. We can take admin tech. And I've thought about it, and I have to take a certain idea group. And that's exploration. Because Spice Islands, they're going to be very helpful, I think. We can't, if what I understand is correct, we can't start trade companies in land where or on a continent where we have our capital. So, because all of our stuff is considered Asia, we will not be able to make any trade companies in Asia. Nothing in India, nothing in the Spice Islands. The only possibilities we could possibly do are in Africa, but honestly, none of that will ever flow in our direction. It all flows around the Cape of Good Hope. The Gulf of Aden is probably going to be the furthest I conquer into Africa, and the trade company's boundaries end where the Gulf of Aden starts. So, expect trade to be my second diplomatic idea as well in the late game. Alright, we've got a few more months before we can end the war. I think it'll be a few more months anyway. And I'd like to wait until I have Diplotech 8 and also Admin Tech 8 before I start taking ideas. And I'm actually willing to take the land maintenance modifier reduction and get a trader. To recruit a minister, no, we need to demand diplomatic support, no. Recruit minister, no. I thought we could get a trader from the merchant guilds. Oh, we can get one from the Demi if they have 40 influence or more. They have 10. Not really a good thing to get. Yeah, I think I'll wait until I can hire the trader that's available. He's kind of old, but I think it'll be worth it. Maybe. 127 out of 129. And next month I should be able to hire that guy. We are making a ton of money. How are we making that much? I mean, I guess that's good for a good reason to not have any increasing corruption, right? Let's oh, we also fired our level 2 guy. That's right. Let's get the trader though. And so now our money should go back down to like relatively close to where it was. Who's at war with Kar Koyunlu? At Koyunlu and Karaman. My guess is that Kar Koyunlu is going to win that. Just a guess. A hunch. Okay. Nope. 103 out of what? Mushasha is making gains apparently, somehow. I don't know how they can justify that logic. If you can even call it logic. The money doesn't make a difference. How about now? No? Between 1 and 17 with... Alright, so the countries that hate us already will hate us more. A little bit more, not by much. No, I want the ships. And Miklaf? I'm going to foolishly send my navy to blockade the port Abu Arish in the hopes that that will give me the war score to piece Mushasha out or force Miklov to want out, but that'll have to wait.